again, we can't have a conversation about Jakobi Meyers without having a follow-up conversation about N'Keal Harry.
Of course.
We're not here to criticize N'Keal. We're just here to simply state the facts. He played. We weren't sure if he was going to or not, but he played. He was not targeted. He had a couple of blocks, that were important. But I don't know. Again, your vantage point there. It's tough. It's tough to see it when you're watching from home. You're at the game, Evan. Did it look like he was open running routes? Was he mainly used as a downfield blocker? I mean, what was his usage? It's
a lot of clearing out the coverage,
clearing it out, right? Yeah,
a lot of coming in motion as just kind of eye candy for the defense. They'd like to do that orbit motion where he motions behind the quarterback, and what they could do with that is they could either head it off to him on an end around or throw a little screen or swing pass to him in the flat. We've seen him do that before, and I just think tonight with N'Keal, the one thing that I will say in positive respect, obviously he made a couple of big blocks in the running game, but I think the biggest thing is that they did miss that sort of physical specimen, that 6'2", 6'3" guy. They didn't target him in this game because they weren't really going to throw the ball down the field all that much, especially in the second half. But I think that what they did get out of him was some physical play. And with Jakobi and with Damiere Byrd, they don't really have another guy that's that physical. So he did his job tonight. I mean, it's not what you drafted him in the first round for, right? You're not asking a first round pick to just block it.
I promise you I'm not having this conversation tonight. I swear. I'm just bringing it up because
it's not why you drafted the guy. I get that. But if he can do what he did tonight within the structure of this offense, then that's a skill set that they could use. That's all it is.
Yeah. And again, it doesn't mean that's all he'll ever be able to do. But again, there's always a little bit of excitement when he's out there because you're always wondering what if if this is the game where he starts to kind of pop it open. It just didn't seem like it was in the cards. Again, maybe it's an ease it back in situation. Maybe the game didn't call for it. Again, you want to see him start to get involved in some way or another because you're going to need more than just, again, the running game is great. You just need more options than just Jakobi Meyers. You don't know if you're getting Edelman back. Isaiah Ford, I don't know. Did he see the field?
No, I don't think so. And look, I think the biggest thing is that we can rag on N'Keal.
I'm not doing that. I swear. I swear.
This is innocent. The people are doing that. We can rag on N'Keal. We can say he's a bust. We can say they should have drafted DK Metcalf. I'm not going to call him a bust, but a lot of those things are true about N'Keal Harry. But at the end of the day, with the depth chart they have at wide receiver right now, what do you want? Do you want N'Keal Harry out there, or do you want Gunnar Olszewski out there? Right? When they go 11 and they go 3 wide, do you want your top 3 wide receivers to include a Gunnar Olszewski type, or do you want them not even to be able to go 3 wide because they don't have the depth there? And when they go 2 wide and they get into that 21 personnel, which they rode for most of this game, he is an effective blocker. So that's all there is to it. He's a better blocker than Gunnar. I don't think Gunnar is really making anybody miss in the open field or getting open with dynamic route running or anything like that. So if you're going to pick Gunnar in that situation, then you're crazy. You're talking crazy. I mean, it's fine, but it's just not at all accurate. Let me put you that way.
There's a lot of pro Gunnar. There's a lot of pro.
If you think that Gunnar should be out there in 3 wide receiver sets over N'Keal Harry, then go.
No, and again, it's you do it. It's again, you do it. You have Harry out there because you want him. You want something more. You want to get there. And you're just hoping that it gets to a point where he is able to do the things within his skill set and that you can diversify the offense a little bit because you're definitely going to need it. And again, in addition to Harry, you're hoping and wanting those tight ends at some point or another to be able to make some sort of impact as well. It is a very limited offense, even though they did everything they needed to do tonight. The stars were aligned. They ran the ball well. We know they can do that. You have to have as soon as Baltimore knew that there's no chance they're going to pass anymore, it is harder to do what they did tonight. So they are fortunate that they were able to do that. A couple of Ravens turnovers as well really helped in the game. But yeah, they beat the Ravens, but they really had to have close to a flawless game in order to do so. You wonder if that's sustainable against better teams. I don't want to take anything away from the victory. They earned this win. This was a great win. It was physical. It was well thought out, well coached. But again, you're just looking at long-term sustainability here, and you definitely need to get a little bit more going on offense.